Hey YouTube, what is up? It is your girl Magic, and this is my first YouTube video. And I feel like I've been procrastinating on this for the longest, but something felt like this was the right time to do it. So I'm going to be doing a new moon reading tomorrow, December the 3rd. The moon is going to transit into Sagittarius, but it's also going to be a new moon as well. And, you know, new moons are always good for starting new things, starting new projects, or whatever. So I guess this synchronizes with that energy. But speaking of energy, I really wanted to say, and I don't know if anybody has noticed this, but I have definitely noticed the last couple of months have been no fucking joke. Especially from October onward, I just feel like the energy has been really heavy, you know what I mean? And it's really been like an energy of cutting things out that no longer serve you. I know that's like so like a cliche. Everybody always says that, but for real though, like I just feel like, people's BS has been more out in the open, or at least to a degree of where it's been more noticeable. Whether you're able to see it with your eyes or whether you're able to see it like energetically or whatever. I just feel like that energy of like cutting MFers out has been no freaking joke. And if you noticed, I don't know if it's because like a lot of things have been open this time of year, because everything was pretty much closed last year because of the pandemic or whatever. But people are losing they MF in minds. Like I'm trying not to cuss, but I feel like people have been losing their minds lately. Like if you look at the news, and I'm not a news person, I try to not look at the news, but it just seems like a lot of things have been unfolding and taking place. So we about to get into it and see what this new moon in Sagittarius has to. What energy does it bring, and what does spirit have to say? What's the collective reading? So I'm going to use like 3 different decks, whatever. And we're gonna see. So spirit, help me to deliver this message fully and accurately. Help my mind to connect with my throat chakra so that I can speak fluently, and help whoever needs to receive this message. So I already like pre-shuffled these things, so I don't do a whole lot of shuffling on camera, but it seems like I'm doing that anyway. But anyways, we'll get into it. So spirit, this is going to be a new moon reading, a new moon in Sagittarius, but you have to say to the collective. Okay, first card. Nostalgia. Focus on the here and now. Like, so whatever was in the past, leave it in the past, right? And this almost reminds me of a 6 of Cups energy, only because I have like a really good thing with, not a good thing, but a connection with numbers. And this is 33 right here. For me, that's a 6, right? With nostalgia, that's kind of the energy of the 6 of Cups card. And honestly, we're going into a new year, 2022. Who wants to bring the same freaking baggage into the new year, right? Nobody wants to bring the same baggage into the new year. Here's another one. Paint the sun back into your sky, okay? And look at these numbers. Here's another 11. This is like divine timing, right? So, however you've been feeling lately, you know what I mean? You have what it takes to bring back that happiness, that joy, back into your life. You have all the tools to create the life that you want to have. But in order to do that appropriately, you need to let go of the things in the past. Like, you don't, like, it's nothing wrong with letting go of things from the past or people from the past or situations or whatever. Like, a lot of times we don't want to be a stepping stone for another person, but that's just how life works. We're in service for each other, with each other. So people are going to be your stepping stone, and you're going to be a stepping stone for someone else, for growth, for personal growth, for their growth, for the growth of the collective, right? That's just how life works. And the sooner that everybody accepts that, the better, you get to feel. Because you harboring that resentment of things not working, or someone doing you wrong, or someone like ghosting you or blocking you or whatever, that keeps you behind. That doesn't keep the other person behind. That keeps you behind. So anyway, let's move on. This one says, slow down and celebrate yourself. Look, there's a 90, or not a 92, a 29, 9, 10, 11. That's another 11. That's another divine number, right? So we have a lot of divine numbers here. You just need to focus on you. Focus on celebrating you. Focus on pouring love into yourself. Like, that's the best love, right? The only way you're able to attract the things that you really, really want in your life is if you fill yourself up so much to where it starts to overflow, and the universe has no other option but to give you what you're asking for. Because, like they always say, you have to be vibrating on that frequency. That's what this is all about. You know what I mean? That's what the whole premise of self-love is all about. Like, filling yourself up so much, right, that you're just vibrating on a fucking frequency, right? And the universe has no other option but to give you what it is that you want. I am really hot. It's like really, really hot, really, really hot. Okay, so this deck, this is the Osho Zen deck. I really like this deck for some reason. And it's a tarot deck, but I don't like to use it as a tarot deck. I like to use it, I can't even say it as an oracle deck. I just like to use it however it wants to speak. That's how I use it. So we will see. Letting go. What am I like? I can't make this stuff up. I can't make this stuff up, and I honestly feel like I don't even want to talk in circles. But anyway, letting go. Like, this is what this energy of December is all about. Just letting go. Letting go of shit that doesn't serve you anymore. It's the same thing that we were talking about with this card. I love it when the cards just kind of reiterate what it is I'm talking about. Totality, right? This card for me, this always speaks on like you wanting to latch on to the past or to other people. You know what I mean? And honestly, when you latch on, all it does is it brings down the energy. Like, it just weighs the energy down. Like, if this third person latched on to them, there's no way that the person that's actually holding on to this string or whatever is going to be able to maintain all that weight. There's no way. There's no how. So in order to move forward, you got to move lightly. You know what I mean? Pack lightly. You don't need no extra weight holding you back. You don't need no extra weight holding you back. So when you start trying to manifest and, get your future planned out, written out, like we write our goals down, we make vision boards, we do all that good stuff. Do it in a place where you feel free, of the past, where the past is not like holding you back. Ordinariness. You know, like, take the time to be blessed. Ordinariness is just, you know, kind of stopping and smelling the roses, you know, just appreciating everything that you have right now. Do you understand that there's so many people who would love to be in the position you are in right now? And I have to say that for myself too, because sometimes I get caught up in life and I want to be like this person, I want to be like that person, or I want to have what they have, or damn, I'm not there yet. You know what I mean? Just take life as it comes. You don't always have to you know, everybody can't be on the same level. Life just doesn't work that way. You know, that life can't function that way. You know what I mean? So just, you know, appreciate every day as it comes. Be open to new experiences. Be open to new people, open to new things, open to new ideas, you know? And you know what? Spirit speaks to us the best when we're going about our everyday life. They really, really do. And I think a lot of people forget about that and don't think about that. You know, and if you really are in tune, or you just really pay attention and slow your mind down from, because I know we're all busy or whatever, and it's a busy time of year. But if you like really slow down, you know, and pay attention to the signs around you, you really will get a lot of information from that. And that's what this time of year is about, right? Spending time with family, you know, not doing something super outrageous, but really like spending time with the people that matter to you the most, spending time with or doing the things that matter to you the most, because those things are what ultimately brings us joy. And if you focus on the things that make you feel passionate, those are the things that get you moving forward, you know? Anyways, I feel like I'm talking too much, but I mean, I think that's important because I feel it, right? I feel it. But anyway, that's crazy. We got 2 8s here. I'm really big with numbers. We have 2 8s here, and 8 is like an infinity. You know what I mean? Infinite amount of possibilities, infinite amount of activities, infinite amount of like what multi-universes, you know, options, you know what I mean? Different pathways to go through. You know, I think this is a good time to really think about everything that's out there, everything that's available to you. Like if you've been thinking about like what direction to take, or if you've really been lost, you know, I think right now is a good time to recenter yourself and find that direction, because there's, like I said, there's an infinite amount of possibilities, and infinite. Oh God, just forget the word. There's a, you know what I mean? Depending on whatever decision you make, there's an outcome or consequences, and there's like a plethora of those, right? It's just, it takes us to make the first step and takes us to make the choice. So, okay, so I'm going to pull a few tarot cards. And this is the Intuitive Tarot deck, I believe. And I really like this deck. I really appreciate this deck a lot. You know what? Fool. This Fool card, it's all about taking a step. You know what I mean? Not overthinking things. Just doing it. You know what I mean? Sometimes we get in our head and we overthink things. We want things to be at the perfect time. We want to be at the perfect place in our life, have the perfect people around us, and that's not always how life works. And sometimes the most imperfect times are the best times. Queen of Wands, right? To me, Queen of Wands, this is a very passionate card. This is a woman, or it doesn't have to be a woman, but this is a person full of charisma and charm and beauty and just strong-willed, strong-minded. You know what I mean? This person knows that whatever they want, they can have. And that's the kind of energy that we need to be going into the new year with. So December, is the precursor to 2022, right? And this is the energy that we need to be stepping into our own personal power, like feeling ourselves, feeling ourselves to the fullest, okay? Knowing that we can do and have whatever it is that we want. And I'm not even trying to be like super preachy or whatever, but that's just the energy that this is giving me, right? Just taking a chance on yourself, taking a chance on whatever it is that you've been wanting to do, because, and I feel like this might be speaking to somebody or whoever it is. Whatever you've been planning or wanting to do that you feel passionate about, just do it. Just let go of insecurities, because you're honestly, you are your worst enemy. You're your worst critic, and you're the only thing that stops you. Nothing else. Your mind is the most powerful thing. And, if you let your mind go in a certain direction, everything else falls into place. Everything else falls into place. It really, really does. 8 of Discs. So I honestly feel like this is something that, the collective or whoever's watching this has been working towards, or at least thinking about. It's like, I feel like it's just a build up over time. Like, this is something that you've really been wanting to do and wanting to put together. And I just feel like insecurities, this is something that's been stopping you. You have been stopping you, nobody else. And I think you need to let that go, because I feel like this is something that's going to be fruitful. This is something that's going to bring you abundance if you let it. Okay. 9 of Wands. Like, and this is in the reverse. It came out in the reverse, whatever. To me, this is like letting go. You see all this dead, stagnant energy behind this person? Let that SHIT go, okay? Because it can't go with you. I told you, pack lightly. Pack lightly. We've all been through some stuff. But if you continue to let what you've been through affect you and hinder you, you're the only one who's going to be stuck behind, and you're going to be looking at everybody else like, damn, that person did me wrong. Or, damn, I've been through this and they put me through this, and how come they doing so well? It's because you let yourself stay behind. Okay, and look at this. I love these 2 cards. High Priestess, okay? Get out of here. Get the F out of here, right? High Priestess. High Priestess is all about intuition and inner knowing. Like, and I honestly believe that Spirit has been telling you in the most simplistic of ways what you need to be doing for yourself. It's not like you don't know. You know what I mean? Maybe you just want confirmation, but we can't always get validation from other people. That's what the High Priestess is about. It's about knowing all the information you need to know, and knowing that all the information is within you. Okay? Because you are the only person who can drive this ship. Okay? And Spirit helps you. That's why it's important to be in sync with Spirit at all times, because they're the ones who are going to give you, that direction. And then the Magician comes in reverse. Like, we're not going to keep rehashing the same story, but you have the tools. Just use them. I mean, they're right in front of you. Okay. And maybe you feel like, oh damn, I don't have anything. I don't have enough money. I don't have this and that. But you got to start somewhere. Some of the most famous people, some of the most richest people, some of the most successful people started from nowhere. This world started from nothing. At least that's what we think. That's what we've been taught, right? Just go along with it. But you got to start somewhere. You know what I mean? Somewhere. And you have those tools within you. Look at this. 9 of Wands in reverse. Stop overthinking stuff. You're going to hurt yourself, okay? Honey, you're going to hurt yourself if you keep on overthinking stuff. It's not even right. Don't do it to yourself, please. Don't do it. Look, and then look at this. If you look real close, sorry, I keep tapping the laptop because I don't know how to work this thing just yet. But if you could look real close, look at that. Like maggots. What else is in there? Maggots, old spaghetti. Like, thoughts become things, right? Before you have a feeling, you have a thought, and then the thought festers long enough, and it becomes a feeling, and then a feeling like creeps into your body and becomes, or not even your body, it just creeps out into the world and actually becomes a physical, tangible thing. And thinking negatively, feeling negatively, having negative emotions can make you sick, physically sick. So be careful with that. Also, I've been thinking, and I know this is like flu season, whatever. It's been COVID season for the last 2 years. But really watch out for your health. I feel like people are not drinking enough water. People are not eating healthy enough. You know what I mean? Like, I know it's not spring or summer or whatever, but get you some fresh fruit, okay? And if you don't have fresh fruit, get you make you some smoothies, eat some vegetables, eat something a little bit more greener, a little bit more lighter, something that's really going to feed your soul. Like, I'm not knocking what anybody does or eats or consumes. I'm just saying, take it or leave it, whatever you want. Whatever you want to do, right? Whatever you want to do with your time. Let's see. I'll probably pull 3 more cards and I'm going to call it quits. 3 more cards and I'm going to call it quits. So what are some closing energies? Okay. Okay. I'm just going to stop here. I'm going to close it out here with these last 2 cards because I think this is powerful enough, right? 6 of Swords. Okay. This is, like I said, leaving the baggage behind and moving forward. Look at the birds trying to lift her up out of that. It's not even a swamp, it's an ocean. I get it, but I'm going to go with swamp. Look at it. Lifting her up out of the murky waters. Lifting her up out of that overthinking. Okay? Coming up out of that. That's what you need to do. Come up out of that, right? The World card. It's the ending to a new beginning. You got to. Things have to end in order for new things to begin. So, and then once you do that, there's movement from that point forward. Once you let go of the stuff that no longer serves you, you can think clearly. You get visions clearly. Your mind is functioning properly, and that's just a good place to be. Look at this. This versus this, I would so much rather this. Look at this. Whole cognitive function right here. Everything's working is the way God made it to, or whatever you believe made it to be. So I'm going to leave it at that. Like I said, this is my first video. If you guys like it, put the thumbs up or whatever. I'll probably be making videos as I can. But anyway, I hope everybody has a blessed night or a blessed day or blessed evening or whenever you're watching this. And thank you for stopping by and listening to whatever it is I had to say or whatever it is Spirit had to say. But y'all stay blessed and I'll talk to y'all later.